Account should be live.
Hey, Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahushua.
Barakatah Yahushua.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahushua.
Barakatah Yahushua.
A double honor to the apostles, the elders, and salutations to you, sister brothers. Teaching in truth and in sincerity. In this lesson, we're going to get on a black woman, because at this time frame, it's the beginning of her sorrows, man. And she see that, Jake is not just cleaving on to her anymore, man. Jake has options, man. And this lady has been put on such a pedestal, she doesn't feel that her downfall is going to be so hard, man. We can go to that video, though.
Outside Drea's nightclub. I decided to come out the house and dance, and so it happens Chris Brown was performing tonight. It was nice. He didn't come on stage till almost 2 in the morning. He said he was coming on stage at 7:30, so that's fine. Overall, I had a good night. I don't know. I danced by myself. Not one guy asked me to dance. This happens every time I come out to the club. And it's a theme where all the black men or African Americans or Africans, they glorify the white woman. And
but there's no need to cry, man.
Still love you. And I don't want to hear.
He's probably the same bitch, and it turned out 30 niggas, man. Prior to until tonight.
It's like they don't love us anymore, or love me, or I don't know. But I'll be fine. It's just coming out and just dancing and having a good time. It's like, but I did what I came to do. I danced and I had a really good time overall. So there's not much to complain about, but it's just hurtful. So cute. Look at me. Look how cute I am. I'm like, so I'm gonna go to Toronto to the African Fest because Techno is performing, and I just discovered him like recently, and I like his music and I like his vibe. So I'm gonna go all the way to Toronto, me and my son, and we're going to go and see Techno. So at least I'm happy about that, and I know that Techno he adores African women or Black women, and so that makes me feel good. That maybe there'll be people in the audience who feel the same way, and I can connect or something. I can't connect with like no community. All the Black men don't want to be in the community, and they want to be in other communities. Their social classes run off, and I'm not gonna lie, I did, but I divorced and I've come to my senses. Now it's like going there, but it's okay. I'm gonna sing my music and hopefully I'll meet someone. Anyway, guys, see you next time. Till then, always follow the love. Speak blessed love.
Hey, and that's just the beginning of many nights like this, man. You know what I'm saying? You fucking black bitch. You know what I'm saying? Because yo, at the end of the day, man, that's how Jake be feeling when you tell that to Jake. You ain't shit. You ain't working hard enough. You don't got no money. Or when Jake try to approach you and buy you a drink or just ask for your name, it's always the bullshit that comes with that, man. You hoes actually go to the club just so you can have stories about how you turn down niggas in the club, man. Now you crying and shit. Justin Timberlake, Cry Me a River. You know what I'm saying? So I don't feel sorry for you, man. And I can't wait to get downfall of you all because you hoes heads are in the clouds, man. And you have to be stopped. And it's a spiritual, you're there for a spiritual reasoning, and you're gonna be taken down through a spiritual reason. That's all.
Read from here.
Yeah, you wanna go into your article?
This Isaiah 3:25. Just jump to the point. So like Isaiah 3:16. Moreover, Yahweh Shah said, because the daughters of Zion are haughty.
The daughters of Zion are haughty. Now, that's actually talking about the women within our nation, man, because if it was talking about the nation as a whole, it would have stated daughter. Go ahead, bro.
And walk with stretched forth necks and one-tongued eyes.
Right, one-tongued eyes, meaning basically you're undisciplined, man. You know, you have no restrictions, you have no boundaries, man. You say whatever you want to do. And basically, you have no standards, man.
Yeah. A lot of women got that wandering eye too, man. You know what I'm saying? You catch them, you know, so you catch them sleep peeping another man. You know what I'm saying? You been want to reach out and touch him, man. Like, I saw you. Like I'm watching you. Watch him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The one-time eye, they're so curious, man.
But then they'll lie and tell you that they ain't even looking.
Yeah. That's why the title of the video, 70% of black women are single. And we wonder why. Because now you got Judah on here pouring her heart out because she's no longer feeling desired by the so-called black man or by the men of her own nation, in which they don't truly and fully know that they're Israelites, but they sense that the so-called Negroes, the Latinos, and the Native American Indians are no longer feeling them.
That's right.
All our men want are white women or non-black women, and that's how they're feeling. But the whole time throughout history, you've chosen Esau. You've chosen the so-called white man in every platform, in the corporate world, in the sexual world. You know what I'm saying? In the real world, the free world, in reality, because you look at him as the one sitting in that power seat in which he is, because that's the truth that our elder apostles have always been telling us. Women love power. They seek and flee to that individual or that race of people with that power. And the so-called white man is ruling in a power of wickedness, and she benefits the most from it. When you look at these government benefits, it's always a woman with the afro, and there's one or two kids right there, and there's no action figure or no man diagram in that picture. But all Esau's households got two incomes coming in. They have a married father with his married mother, living their good lives, man. So now you want to cry, like the brother said. You want to cry a river.
That's your precept, bro. And this is Isaiah 32:10-9. Yeah, hey, go ahead.
Yeah, is it 32?
Yeah.
Sorry, 9.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna read because it was your point. That was spirit. Isaiah 32:9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease.
Hey, because y'all at ease, man. You know, and this is just an acknowledgement. You know what I'm saying? This is not something that's taking us by shock or by stone. Oof, I'm startled by it. We're not startled by this, man. You know, go ahead, bro.
They hear my voice. You know, how do you hear Yahweh Shemashah's voice? Via the prophets.
Through his men.
Hosea 12:10.
Kind.
Ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech. Verse 10. Many days and years shall be troubled, ye careless women.
Hey, many days and years, ye shall be troubled, because your time of trouble is coming. Because as it is written, though hand joined in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished. You've received of these dainties, of these crumbs, of these benefits, while your fellow man, or your so-called black man, your so-called Hispanic man, your so-called Native American man has been suffering the most, and you want to tell him to get off his lazy ass and do something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You want to kick him while he's already down. So now the system's been against him. The white man's been against him, and then his own woman of his like mind, of his kinsmen,
right.
turned against him.
That's right.
That's why you sit on the bench lonely and crying, man.
Yeah, bro.
You know, and a lot of you women feel that way. That's why you go out, when you go out in public, you're just empty inside, and you know, so you got this void and this hole that you want to be filled, man. And you're really just psychologically crazy, man, because you got all these different semen samples stuck off in you, man, and you just out of your mind, and you don't know why. You don't know why your highs are so high. You don't know why your lows are so low. You can't find no medium in between, and then you pass up on good opportunities, with men of wisdom, with, you know what I'm saying, with righteous men, different things of that nature, because you're stuck in yourself.
That's right, bro.
And that always goes back to the Garden of Eden, when Eve made that deal with Esau, you know. So now we're at the end of America's rulership, and you see Esau starting to fall, and the nigga woman, she's starting to fall too. Yeah. So that little deal you all made in the Garden of Eden is about to play out now, because, or it's about to play out to its end, because Esau is falling, and Esau's pit bull was a so-called black woman right here, you know. So she's falling alone. So most brothers are not going to, you know, with the Northern Kingdom tribes, or they mostly going with the other nations.
Right.
You know, you so-called black women, you are obsolete now.
Yeah. You know, because they through the spirit, and even carnal cats, man, they see through you, man. You know, they understand that you are the opposition, man.
Yep.
All right, bro, let's finish out that precept for you. Okay, it states back in Isaiah 32:10, it states, you careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Right? And the reason why these women are careless is because of the vintage. And like the brother is saying, what's the vintage?
Government aid.
Government aid, child support. Yep. You know what I'm saying? SNAP. You know, food stamps. You know, these low income housing.
Yep. Alimony.
Alimony, man.
Hey, even Janet Jackson, when she married, she recently married that billionaire, and they had a prenuptial agreement that I believe after 5 years she was going to be able to get half, or either 500 million or something of that nature. You know what I'm saying? And she waited those terms of the agreement and got a divorce.
Same thing Kobe Bryant's wife did. You know what I'm
saying? It's not a coincidence, man.
They said Janet Jackson may receive 200 million in divorce.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Now, if you look up the term alimony, that's going into actually to nourish. And what are you nourishing? That significant or that former significant other's lifestyle, man. All right. 30 verse 11. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins.
So the Most High is gonna bring you low, man. You know, and it's only a matter of time. And we have, you know, so we can't, you know what I'm saying, say like, oh yeah, today's black woman, they were targeting you. This is just reality, and these are facts. You've mistreated the man of your nation for centuries and decades. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Year after year after year after year. It's on every platform, man, because you utilize your degrees and your diplomas against your man.
That's right.
You utilize your corporate status in the world against your nation.
That's right.
You utilize men of the other nations as though they're your trophy.
Right.
When you were supposed to be our trophy wife.
Right.
You know, so now you're walking around in mini shorts.
Yeah.
With an Edomite devil baby, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, death to you, man.
Yeah, death to you, man. Like a man on the field and shit. Isaiah 32:12, it states, they shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine. And what's the teats going into? Back into that government assistance. All right. Verse 13, it states, upon the land of my people shall come upon thorns and briars, yea, upon all the houses of joy in the joy city. What's the thorns and briars represent? Hardships, man. Okay, so hardships are going to befall upon my people, and the people are actually is really going into like the 2/3 of these Israelites, man. And you wicked bitches, y'all are joint heirs with Esau. Truth be told, we're going to feel the flame as well, but Lord willing, if we're part of the elect, we're going to be delivered from that.
Right? And when you go into that thorns and briars, you know, everybody know we from Mississippi, man. And walk through a field to where you actually have physically being pricked. You know what I'm saying? That's persecution, man. And your mind is stressed until you able to get out of that thicket, so to speak.
Right. Cool.
You know?
Good. And that's the spirit you said there, because when I looked up the Hebrew term for thorns, it had prick.
Yep.
It had prick.
Yep.
You know. All right, bro.
Did you want to get the article or the
yeah. All right, this is from blacknews.com, and the title says a real reason 70% of black women are single is not what they're telling you. I'm just gonna skip around a little bit, and it says right here, we all heard on Oprah, CNN, ABC News, and the Washington Post that 70% of black women are single and 42% are unmarried. We have even recently heard a young black woman, Helena Andrews, say that she is successful, black, and lonely, and that bitch is the new black. Helena's story is probably the most heartfelt as I can relate to her. When I was in my 20s, but now at 40, I can say that there are many things that I have learned about black men, and two that stand out the most are that. Number one, being a bitch was never going to get me the love I desired from black men. No, being a bitch as in being mean, argumentative, hard to get along with, bitter, etc.
So it seems like this bitch seen the light. You know what I'm saying? Because being a bitch, okay, at the end of the day, ain't no nigga in his right mind want to chase somebody that's mean, argumentative, man. It's too many women out there, man, where you can not even put up with that shit, man. And that's why Apostle Gabar always get on to you motherfuckers, man. You Simpson, nigga, because you make it hard for cats like us, man. Because we don't got to put up with that shit, man. Well, one won't do, two will, man. You know?
Got a quick piece.
Go ahead, brother.
All right. This is Proverbs 21, start at verse 19. Okay, it says, it is better to dwell in the wilderness than with a contentious and angry woman.
Meaning, basically, it's better to be out there in the woods, man, to be in a house or in a place or an apartment with a woman that contends with you, a woman that actually strives to go against you. Why? Because there's no peace, man. There's no rest within that habitat.
That's right. Yeah, you rather be on the corner of the rooftop than to be inside dwelling with her, man.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, that's bad. And that was her number one thing.
Mm-hmm.
She realized that being a bitch is what, you know, and that's the normal treatment from the so-called black woman, right, man.
Like she walks around like you owe her something.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
You know, like we're your gods, man. How can your God be stronger than you, man? Yeah. Okay, bro.
All right, number two.
I'll go back to me, share it again. Cool.
All right, number two. Our credentials don't attract men. Just because we feel that we are successful, independent, professional, and educated doesn't mean that we are attracted to men, or even dateable for that matter. I have learned that it is our exterior that gets a man's attention. Smile, look, personality, non-bitchy attitude, confidence, and overall attractiveness. And our interior, our love for God, family, friends, being honest, supportive, respectful, emotionally stable, goal-oriented, that keeps a man coming back for more.
Right.
So, hey, the credentials, and that goes back to these different degrees that these so-called black women always boast about. Well, you know, it's starting with the so-called black women, you know, because it also falls under other nations of our tribe, you know, with the Northern Kingdom, but the head is Judah, you so-called Negroes. So we're going to get the definition for the word degree.
Yeah, and my source is actually online etymology, and it states degree. It's pulling up now. We're just gonna get to the point. All right, when you break down the term degree, it states D, which means down, and it comes from gradius or gradius or Latin. What's the Latin? Gradus. All right, yeah. So D as in down, and then the Latin gradus means a step or a step climb. So basically, degree actually means to step down, man.
Yeah. And then Yahweh Shai said the wisdom of this word is foolishness with him.
Yeah. Because to be indoctrinated doesn't mean that you're wise. Right. You're being taught what somebody wants you to know. Now, if I'm bringing you on a job and you have a particular a way to do this job, and I know more than you, but my whole mentality is to never allow you to get above me, because now I'm in jeopardy.
That's right.
That's what the whole college game is about. That's why they teach you how to be an employer. Where's the schools that you can go to own corporations? Right. Where's the school that you can go to for when you graduate, you're able to buy Walmart, or to create an alternative, or to create competition for Walmart? There aren't any, because it's systematically done to be a degree, which is a step below, man. That's a step down.
And most of your millionaires anyway didn't even finish college. The ones who didn't finish college, man. You know, basically, so that goes to show you that it's bullshit. And even if you watch the X-22 report, it tells you that most of the people that have finished schools that would have master degrees and PhD degrees per se, then these cats are actually waiters, waitress. You know what I'm saying? So they justify the employment, saying that the economy is raising. How so when you got more people in college working part-time jobs? These cats are not even working full-time jobs.
Even the billionaire owner of the Dallas Mavericks, blatantly stated that he became a billionaire by pure luck. He was in the right place at the right time, man. It wasn't anything that required his major skill. Right. Oh yeah, he's the guy for the job. No.
How can you become a millionaire if you go to college when your salaries based jobs are all capped off? You know what I'm saying? There's no like open window where you can make 2.5 million this year. No, when you sign a contract, you making $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 and $90,000. It's a cap off, man.
Shit, no matter how many hours you work.
Right. And now they try to pay you in time. They don't want to even give you the cash. They give you time. I got a precept, man. In Jeremiah 31:22. How long will thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For Yahweh Bashem Al-Shai have created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man.
That's why a lot of these women are over men in the job world, right? In corporate world. And you know, it's like a lot of these jobs in the corporate world start with these so-called black women. You know, it's like Esau knows, like in the spirit, he knows who we are as a people, and he tried to continue to be that thorn in our flesh by having the so-called black woman over us, because he knows that we are scriptural people, and he knows we are the people of the Bible, and he knows that we supposed to be over our women.
And we know their proper order.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we are the sons of the Heavenly Father. That's right. He didn't have no woman, you know what I'm saying, in the creation. You know what I'm saying? Putting stars in different areas.
So that was like systematically drawn out for Esau to have the so-called black woman over us in our jobs. You know?
And it was prophecy.
Yeah, it was also prophecy as well.
That's right.
All right. I'm gonna jump to it says right here, the real reason so many black women are single. And number 2 caught my eyes right here. It says too many black women have bought into the stereotypes on who they are. The perception that black women are hard to get along with, mean, bitchy, argumentative, bitter, etc., has become a reality for too many black women.
And you have to blame Tyler Perry, bitch ass, and you have to blame Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta,
all the
reality shows, because they gas these hoes up, bro.
I know, because I used to be that way and still have relapses on occasion, but irrational behavior and constantly going off on people, especially your man, is not an attractive quality to have when trying to maintain a relationship with a man.
Because a man don't want to put up with that shit. Especially if you Jake, man, you don't work down there double. Okay, you done fucking sit in traffic an hour and a half to get home. You're hungry, your head is hurt, and all you want to do is just come home, have a nice meal and a drink.
Yeah. I had to learn that just because I was running things at work didn't mean I was going to run things with my man.
And so what they do is they take the work lifestyle home and basically think they're superior. And Esau already have the game fucked up when your woman is bringing in $100,000 and you sitting at the crib making 30.
Correct. So I had to check my attitude at the door when dealing with my black man. Maybe a man really needs to be the head of the household. If you don't trust that he can be, then leave him alone and move on.
Right. So when you have a woman running the household, it's kind of like you got an 18-wheeler and you got the trailer first, and the trailer's trying to pull the cab part of the 18-wheeler.
And that's an order right there, what she just said about the man's supposed to be the head of the household. And this is 1 Corinthians 1:11. And it says, also like it, 1 Corinthians 11:3. But I will have you know that the head of every man is Yahweh Shai.
And this is Apostle Paul speaking in the spirit.
And the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Yahweh Shai is Yahweh.
So the format is Yahweh Shai, and the Israelite man.
Also, back to this, it says, maybe a man really needs to be the head of the household. If you don't trust that he can be, then leave him alone and move on. A wise man once told me that anything with two heads is a monster. So only one can be head of the household. And for me, I prefer it to be my man.
That's right. That's right.
Sisters, we know we have carried too much of the financial and emotional burden of raising our families alone.
And that's the reason why Esau, one of the reasons why Esau did this, man. So you can have that struggle for power in the inside the black, actually inside the Israelite man's home, man.
But we should use that to draw strength from and not allow that to make us emotionally weaker.
So if you're a real woman, you're supposed to actually bring your check to your man and let him deal with the finances.
I remember being in my 20s at a management consulting firm I worked for, and this brother told me that I would definitely make partner, but no one would ever like me because I was so damn mean. And I actually was naive enough to take that as a compliment, not realizing that my meanness and bitchiness has spilled over into my personal life and keeping me from attracting and keeping good men in my life.
Yeah, so Jake is waking up. Jake don't have to take that bullshit, man. We at the end of this thing, man.
And it's like regular Jake I run into on a daily basis, and they'll just tell you like, you know, like why black women so mad? Like they literally come at me with that question, you know, and they be like saying they want to start dealing with women of other nations. And this is Jake's spirit, just regular Jake that don't even know about the truth. Right. So how much more of us that we are in the truth, and we know with the things that are coming to pass, and we see the real light, you know. So we foresee that you so-called black women, man, you're in. You know, nobody, we're not dealing with those type of attitudes anymore.
Right.
Because we coming back into that ruling class mentality, and now we coming as if you don't accept our way, then get the hell on.
Right.
All right. Wanna go ahead and get that?
Yeah, bro.
This Micah 7:10. Then she that is my enemy should see it.
Right. Then she that is my enemy, man. Who was that talked about? An Israelite woman. Okay. So basically, Yahweh Shem Ashah has set it up in the spirit for her to be the opposition. Go ahead.
And shame shall cover her, which said unto me.
Right. And shame shall cover her, which said unto me. Go ahead.
Where's Yahweh Shem Ashah, thy power?
Now this is before these troublesome times has befallen upon her, man. Because basically, when the word was out there, and basically the cool of the day, I say that in the cool of the day, when she could have heard the impelling warnings from the prophets, she didn't choose to listen, man. So she was like, so when is he coming back? How do you know he's black? Or who said he died for the nation of Israel? You know?
That's right.
So all that shit that she said is gonna come back on her, and it's gonna be in a form of shame, man.
And they're gonna be the ones, how it says in the Apocrypha, they're gonna be amazed at their salvation.
Hell
you know,
yeah.
Because they're gonna be like, dang, those guys that I fan my hand at, or you know, cursed at them, you know, those are men of the Lord. They're gonna be ashamed of those things that they thought about us, or the things that they said to us, to offend us.
Yeah.
Where's the Lord thy power? My eyes shall behold her. Now should she be trodden down as the mire of the streets.
So you literally gonna see this bitch get trodden down as the mire of the streets. What is mire? Mire is mud. What are you doing mud? You trampling, man.
That's right.
All right. All right, brother.
All right, this is 1 Timothy 5:6. But she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth.
Yep. So that's self-explanatory, man. And because this so-called life that you live, you know what I'm saying, where you're able to go to the club and shake your stinking ass and do different things like that. And then let me turn this camera on. Hey man, because you black women are nasty, man. And it creeps me out to the fullest, to the fullest extent of the law, goddamn it. Hey, because what y'all be doing, man, y'all be going out to these public venues, man, with tampons stuck up in you, with maxi pads stuck in you, or not even anything at all. You start leaking, man. Bread stuff. All right, y'all nasty, man. Cut that stuff out, man. I need to grow up, man. You know, keep your ass at the house, man. You know, so we got, you know, some particular laws and guidelines to abide by. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have to be out, don't be out, man.
Right.
Especially when you're on your menstrual. You know, you know what I'm saying, because you are considered unclean for that period of time, for that duration, man. You know, start trying to get back into whom the Most High created you to be.
Helpmate.
He's a helpmate and a pillar of rest, man.
Right, bro.
You know, stop being free spirits and do what I want. Independency and all the other madness, man. If you were so independent, why you had to have a rod stuck inside of you to reproduce a child or a seed, man?
Right.
You know, you know what I'm saying? We are the planners, bro. You know?
That's what the word husband means, you know? Planner.
Exactly. But we jump back to it.
Come on. Boom. All right, this back in 1 Timothy 5 and 6. But she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth.
So your life isn't really a life. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. All right. This is Ezekiel 34 and 31. And ye my flock, the flock of my pastor, are men, and I am your power, said Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.
God. And that's self-explanatory. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai deals with men, man. That's why. Go ahead, bro.
That's the proper protocol that the brother Scott just brought out, man. You got the Heavenly Father, you got His Son, and then you got man, the woman, and children, man.
That's right.
You know, and in the kingdom of heaven, we're gonna have our King back as well. So you're gonna have Him, and then you're gonna have Yahweh Shai,
right,
whom the world knows Jesus Christ. You know, it's proper order for things to flow together and smoothly and in unison.
That's right.
You know, so the flock of the Most High is pasture of men. That's why you have to have men to lead you and to guide you and direct you.
Precept. 1 Corinthians 14 and 40. Let all things be done decently and in order.
So let all things be done decently and in order. That's all we ask. That's it. We don't, you know what I'm saying? We're not nagging you. We're not, you know what I'm saying? We just not just complain without a cause.
Right.
You know, enough is enough, man.
And you know it's about most Jake, man. Most Jake is just chill. You know, they just want to just be able to come home, peace and quiet, have a drink, you know, eat something good.
That's the nature of Jacob.
That's the nature of Jacob. You know, we just a chill people, man. That's right. And we don't even ask for much. So if you can't abide by that, hey, how about Shai? He's gonna kill you.
That's right.
You know, we don't really need the black woman. I remember the apostles and the elders said this years ago. I really didn't understand that at first. Now I see it. Like, we don't need you. We can start our nation out with the other tribes or with the other nations.
Hey, we like you and we love you.
But we don't need you.
But we don't need you. You're gonna have to do some soul searching and some self-modifications, man. You know, but if not, death is at the door, and that's it. And then you're gonna be replaced, and you're gonna come back in your right mind, man.
So you so-called black woman, you're gonna learn how to be humble, man, one way or the other.
Yeah.
You know?
I got my last precept. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 26, verse 9 and 10. It says, the whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids.
Yeah, so when you see these hoes, man, with all that makeup and shit, man, and eyeliner. Hey,
go to that picture.
Go to that picture. And this is a case example. Right there. There you have it.
There go your infamous black woman, man. She's your queen to be.
Queen to be. God. It says, verse 10, if thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty.
Right, what happened? So when you got a woman that's like that, she'll get out there in those streets, get pregnant. You know what I'm saying? You hear these stories about how she's hoeing around, sucking dick, and so on and so forth, man. You have to live with that bullshit, man.
And that's majority of our people.
That's the majority of our people.
And
man.
that's the problem.
That's the issue.
Because Esau took the man out of the household. Your mama let you do whatever you wanted to do, or you did what your mama did. And we all know how grandma got down, great grandma got down, how your mama got down, and how she still get down. Because a lot of you, you know what I'm saying, a lot of our mothers in their 40s and 50s and 60s still running around like they 15 years old, man. And that's a problem. Because the scripture said, if thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty. So all that free time that she has, she's on the phone texting guys, sending nudes. She's on social media in the bathroom twerking. The bathroom of her mama's house, man.
Right.
Look, little Hello Kitty shower curtain in the background and shit. Like, y'all haven't even grown up yet, man. But that is the issue. That is the problem. That's why, you know what I'm saying, that you women are that way, because you were not kept in straightly.
And you look up the word careless in the free dictionary, it says irresponsible, sloppy, neglectful. It says inattentive. Another word that come out was carefree. And that's like that vibration that Esau pushed on our people, have that do as thou wilt spirit on them. And that's witchcraft according to the scriptures.
That's right.
That's it right there.
Hey, Lord willing, this was a quick lesson, just to the point. We don't want to dwell on these hoes forever. But through the spirit, we hope you were edified. First and foremost, all praises to
Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushua.
A double honor to the apostles, the elders, and salutations to you brothers teaching and preaching. Keep pushing. Shalom.
Shalom.